The day the UFOs saved the world. In the early hours of a crisp autumn morning, the world teetered on the edge of annihilation. Two global superpowers, divided by decades of political tension, ideological differences, and a simmering arms race, stood poised to launch their nuclear arsenals. Satellite imagery had detected an unusual military buildup near the borders of the Eurasian Federation, prompting the Western coalition to activate its highest alert level. As diplomats scrambled to de-escalate the crisis, humanity's doomsday clock ticked closer to midnight. Above major cities buzzed with fighter jets, and deep below the Earth's surface, missile silos creaked open like the maw of a mechanical beast. Tensions boiled over when an unverified missile alert appeared on the global radar network, a phantom signal that would later be blamed on technical errors. Believing it to be the first strike, fingers hovered over launch keys. And then, the skies changed. Above the Pacific Ocean, a formation of strange glowing objects appeared, silvery disks that seemed to shimmer and ripple as though they were made of liquid metal. They moved with unnatural speed, weaving through military air patrols as though they were mere toys. Radar operators scrambled to make sense of the readings, but the objects defied every known law of physics. One of the first sightings occurred near a U.S. nuclear submarine stationed in the Arctic. Commander Rachel Owens, hardened by years of military service, stared in disbelief as one of the objects hovered silently above the water's surface. It emitted no sound, no exhaust, just a pulsating blue light that seemed almost alive. "Commander, it's interfering with our missile guidance systems," her second-in-command shouted. Rachel's eyes darted to the control panel, where the submarine's missile targeting systems were flickering erratically. "What the hell is it doing?" she muttered. Before anyone could answer, the blue light flared, and every warhead on board the submarine was rendered inert. Systems rebooted, but the missiles remained dead, a lifeless payload incapable of launching. Similar reports flooded in from around the globe. At an airbase in Russia, technicians watched in awe as an egg-shaped craft descended over a missile silo, its metallic surface reflecting the pale glow of floodlights. Without a sound, the craft emitted a beam of golden light that enveloped the silo. Moments later, the warhead's internal components disassembled themselves, as if undone by an invisible hand. In the skies over Europe, a squadron of stealth bombers en route to a preemptive strike found themselves paralyzed mid-flight. A triangular UFO appeared directly above them, emitting a deep, resonant hum. The bombers' engines sputtered and died, forcing the pilots to glide to emergency landings. Within hours, it became clear that the UFOs were targeting every nuclear-capable site on Earth. Missile silos, submarines, mobile launchers, nothing was spared. Yet, despite their overwhelming technological superiority, the objects made no offensive moves against humanity. They acted with precision and restraint, as though their mission was singular: to disarm, not destroy. In a dimly lit conference room deep beneath the Pentagon, world leaders and top military officials gathered for an emergency summit. Holographic projections of other leaders flickered around the room, their faces pale and strained. "What do we know about these things?" demanded President Harding, his voice sharp with controlled panic. General Vasquez, head of U.S. Strategic Command, shook his head. "They're not terrestrial, that's for damn sure. Our best analysts believe they're extraterrestrial, but their intentions remain unclear. They've neutralized every nuclear weapon on the planet." "They've disarmed us," a European delegate shouted. "We're defenseless." "No," said a calm voice from the corner. It was Dr. Elena Marchenko, a physicist who had spent years studying unidentified aerial phenomena. "They've protected us. From ourselves." Her words hung in the air like a weight. "Explain," the Russian president demanded. Marchenko stepped forward, her voice steady. "These beings, or their machines, clearly possess technology far beyond our comprehension. They've demonstrated they can dismantle our most advanced weapons without harming a single life. If they intended to conquer us, they wouldn't need to disarm us first. No, this is a message." "A message?" Harding asked, his brow furrowed. "Yes," she replied. "A message that we're standing on the brink of self-destruction. They've intervened because we've proven incapable of resolving our differences peacefully." As the world grappled with the implications, the UFOs delivered their final act. Over the United Nations headquarters in New York City, a massive craft appeared, a shimmering vessel the size of a football stadium. It hovered silently, its presence both awe-inspiring and humbling. A beam of light shot down to the UN Plaza, coalescing into a holographic image of a humanoid figure. Though alien in appearance, tall, slender, with elongated limbs and luminous eyes, it radiated a sense of calm authority. The figure spoke, its voice resonating in every language simultaneously. "We are the guardians of balance," it began. "Your species has reached a crossroads. The weapons you create to protect yourselves now threaten your existence. We have disabled them, for the cost of their use is too great, not only to your world, but to others. We cannot allow your destruction to ripple through the cosmos." Gasps and murmurs filled the room as the hologram continued. "This is your opportunity to change, to learn cooperation, not conflict. We will not interfere again. The path forward is yours to choose. But know this, your survival depends on unity." With that, the figure dissolved, and the craft ascended into the heavens, vanishing as suddenly as it had appeared. In the days that followed, the world's leaders faced an unprecedented challenge: to navigate a new era without nuclear weapons. Trust had to be rebuilt, treaties renegotiated, and priorities realigned. For the first time in decades, humanity was united by a common experience, a shared moment of awe and humility in the face of a greater intelligence. The UFOs never returned, but their message endured, etched into the collective memory of mankind. And while the road to peace was long and fraught with setbacks, the day the UFOs saved the world became a turning point, a reminder that sometimes it takes a glimpse of the stars to rediscover what it means to be human.